Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is American Premier League action live from Quantum Field here on a Sunday night in early September. Esperion FC taking on Yinz United. Esperion will play left to right, wearing their red kits, white bottoms. Yinz United, of course, will wear their traditional yellow and black, playing right to left. Max Hernandez standing over the ball will get us kicked off and underway. As always, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Every like helps us suggest this video to more and more viewers in the algorithm of YouTube. Match moments away from kickoff on this brisk fall evening. A slight wind underfoot, and it's early sent forward by Esperion. Ball ping-pongs back and forth and over the top. Well gathered by goalkeeper. Yinz United got a big performance against MSI Pro in the first round of the US Open Cup last weekend. They fell hard 2-1 against a strong MSI Pro side who will advance on to the next round. The anticipated opponent for MSI is potentially Christos or Arlington, although we'll have to wait and see. This one's sent back to Michael Cherry. We'll send this one back. Albeit not getting a result, Yinz United, but they're one of the more winning sides in this Northern Virginia area over the years, have pulled results at all levels, Open Cup, league level, and state cups. And always a powerhouse in this American Premier League. This one sent over the top. Second ball falls kindly for Tello. And now up into the wing. Good ball across. Zach Panetti is there. Off the crossbar. Second ball still in the mix, and the Esperion goalkeeper will fall on the ball. Zach Pagani engineering a laser strike off the service from Tello. Almost finding a way through here in the first couple of minutes. Speaking of which, timer will help. We'll probably update that timer in just a moment. But right now it's Yin's ball all the way back to Cherry, and now into the wide area. Najib takes a touch on it but can't get his foot around this ball. Now it's sent forward. Well won. Inside of the midfield. And here's Pagani. Now Nabil. This will be a pup's throw here on the near side. Yinz United will go back. And back over to Cherry once again. And it's repeat. You can already tell this is a game that Yinz United will enjoy the lion's share of possession. You would imagine that possession will lead to more chances. There's Nasser sending it outside for Esperion. Esperion have some possession. We'll see how they build. It was a hard challenge, not dealt with, and it will come back for the foul. Esperion have venom with their attacking prowess, and although they may not have the lion's share of possession, there's certainly a good chance that they could hit with a lightning counterattack. This one sent outside, now blocked by Pagani. It's a low line drive off the set piece, well won by Noriega in the middle. Esperion will send it back. And down the line, here comes Najib. Second ball taken by Noriega. Now Najib looking for a final act. Nothing to be found. Hernandez is up top for Esperion. Max Hernandez, one of the creators in this side. Nasser dispossessed by the Yinz United midfield. Now sent down the line. Big ball upfield all the way into the Esperion box. We're going to come back for the initial foul. Ryan McMillan is in goal today for Yinz United Pups. Andrew Hickman will replace at the half. Dustin Langston, Nabil Odolate, Zach Pagani, Scott Patterson, Michael Cherry, Mike Kozlowski, Hamza Musvi, Jose Noriega, Lorenzo D'Agostino, Kareem Najib, Aiden Dougherty, Ferris Tello, Jack Rollins, and John Okafor will make up this Yinz United side today. Still waiting for our Esperion roster. But in the meantime, this is an Esperion attack. Goes the way of Hernandez. Max Hernandez still trying to force things and is able to get it to the feet of Zach Pagani. Pagani will show patience. Now sends it back inside for Patterson. Patterson in turn gives it back to Cherry and now out wide. Good ball forward from Patterson. Pups looking for a final act. It's going to trickle all the way back to the Esperion goalkeeper, who will send this into the night. Now down by Noriega. Here's Nasser. And Esperion. Esperion, there's a lovely turn up field. Second ball falls kindly for Yinz United. Noriega will send it all the way back to Ryan McMillan, who performed admirably in that U.S. Open Cup contest against MSI Pro. There's Tello. We just saw a moment ago played the lion's share of minutes for Alexandria Reds. Here's Pagani. He could be in on goal. The final effort just wide. Did it take a touch? There's certainly an appeal from the Pups. And somehow Pagani, who we see scores so many goals over the years, this was a poor final effort from him. Let's take another look. Crucial final tackle there. I do think there's a case to be made for a corner kick, but it looks like it's going the way of a goal kick. Sent up the field by Esperion. No possession to be found. Yinz will have the throw here on the near touch. Welcome Mohammed Abdelrahman. Says, let's go Esperion. Esperion have played well thus far. Honestly, I've been impressed. Yinz have put together one of their better squads here in APL action. Coming off of their Open Cup performance, I've been impressed with the turnout and the consistency of this squad. Been one of the best to do it here in this Northern Virginia area since 2004, since their creation. And one of the concerns for Yinz United was just the aging process that comes in naturally keeping a side together. Everything that makes you strong and keeping continuity of players can also work against you as players get older. This one is a timely challenge. Sent back to Ryan McMillan. Now forward. Nasser gets it out of the air. Here comes Esperion on the far touchline. Shot taken and blocked. Cherry gets it away. Now it's Pagani looking for an early ball in the top. Onwards we play. An early shot taken and early shot missed. Certainly a lot of contact in the initial challenge. No foul called against the Yinz United striker. Now will be a goal kick. Hamza Musvi. was the man with the chance. Now it's Esperion on the near side. That's a poor turnover. Kareem Garby, what can he find? Musfi gives it back to Patterson. And now a well-timed challenge from Nasser. Noriega goes in to win the ball. Patterson now back to Farastello. Kareem Najib. And it will be a throw here on the near side. This is down the line. There's Nasser. No, Odolate making the timely challenge. Now, oh, lovely touch up top. Esperion could be in here. It's a well-timed challenge from Patterson, who goes down. And it looks like it will be a set piece for Yinz United. This one's sent all the way back across for Cherry. Now down the line, Noriega has options afoot. Musfi sends it back. That's a hard challenge on Musfi. On goes Kareem Najib, looking for breathing room, and it will be a throw for the Pups. Musfi still down. We'll come back and check on the down man. Hamza Musfi, a tough player, able to continue here. There's Kozlowski sending it back. Noriega, in turn, will keep it going to the feet of Mike Cherry. Now Rollins, another player who played really well in that U.S. Open Cup performance. Rollins touches it back. Here comes Hernandez. Cherry did enough. Now it's back to Kareem Najib. Pagani looks forward. No easy service to be found. Back again, Kozlowski, Pagani. And now the Pups looking to create. It's well turned up field. Pagani has Kozlowski again. It's a well organized Esperion back line, making life difficult for the Pups, who also have been finding clever angles to attack. Here's Noriega in the box, looking, certainly not a lot of room to be found. Noriega goes down, but Esperion make the clearance. Here's Hernandez, a perfectly timed ball forward. Really demanded a little bit more, but Rollins read it better. Well, Patterson will send it back out wide. And the Pups will maintain this possession. Here's Hamza Musfi. Back into the feet of Tello. Pagani turns out of trouble, but can't get far. It's Esperion on the ball. And Nasser. Rinse repeat. It's more Yinz United possession. It's been a busy day of footy activity here in the DMV. DMV Sports Media has had a whole host of contests and some more we wish we could have covered, but had a full slate of games in the Super Soccer League Maryland Conference. Right now, the final match of the day is underway. It's Bowley's Athletic Team United up at Eastern Regional. We saw a huge come-from-behind victory. Steel Pulse knocking down Baltimore City FC after City went up by 2 goals to the good. And it looks like the Super Soccer League Maryland Conference Division 1 still very much up for grabs. City, Steel Pulse, Bowleys, Team United, Beer Hall, Lancia, Highlanders, and Kickers. Everyone's within striking range through a couple games. Of course, we'll start to see some distance themselves from the pack, but not like in seasons past where there's a clear favorite that just will not be caught. Steel Pulse dropped their first match, making things a little bit exciting. This one sent over the top. Kozlowski is there. Here comes Esperion. Lovely time challenge. And there it is, off the line at the last by Michael Cherry. A huge defensive interaction preventing what would have been an early goal. Ryan McMillan beaten, but Mike Cherry not. Take a look at this ball. Cleared right off the line by Cherry. Esperion still have their action. It's on top of the 18. McMillan will put his foot through this one and sends it upfield. Oh, this could be problematic. Hamza Bousfi giving chase. It's sent back to the goalkeeper. Oh, it's problematic. Bousfi is in, and it's golazo for the Pups. Hamza Bousfi, for his efforts, is rewarded. Not all goals are pretty, but sometimes it comes down to work rate. Are you willing to keep challenging and pushing forward even though it doesn't look a high percentage of success? Esperion's goalkeeper certainly will not be happy to watch this one back, but got to credit Bousfi for the effort he put forward here. Let's take a look back. Yeah, got to do better. Not a lot of time, but enough time to make a decision, and now it was 1-0 for the Pups. We are underway after that unfortunate sequence of play for Esperion. He's happy enough. Bousfi sends it back. Here's Pagani on the far side. Now an errant pass. Not a bad option. Kareem Najib had other ideas for where he thought his front three might go. Nasser sends it back. Now all the way to the Esperion goalkeeper. Still don't have a roster for Esperion, so just doing the best with what I got from memory. Yinz, I did get a roster. A bit late. Welcome. Mohammed, welcome Salman Madeline. Good to see you as always. A regular fixture here on the channel now. And Mr. Campbell, back from New York. We missed you today. It was a busy slate of games. We're excited to announce soon we'll have the Maryland Bobcats in the DMV Sports Media family. They're playing live right now. We didn't have the ability to cover them today. Just shorthanded, late notice in the broadcast, but we are going to be able to get the rest of their games. So super excited to see Maryland Bobcats on the DMV Sports Media family. Doratus also matched up at present. Team United and Bowleys Quarter. The third match going on right now. We had a whole host earlier in the day. He's Ferristello with the delivery. Goalkeeper easily able to collect. And we'll show patience, sending everyone upfield. So it's touchdown. Patterson finds Ferristello. Now back. Tello looking for the switch in the direction of Najib. Doesn't get too far. Here's Dougherty with the touch over the line. And it looks like Esperion will make a switch. comes Max Hernandez. On comes Pratham Gavarapu for Esperion. This one sent up to Nasser. Nasser working against Dougherty. No space to be found, and Esperion will go back in order to go forward. Now down the line, Esperion showing patience, still trying to work into something, but something turns to nothing. Now it's Yinz back on the ball. Pagani will motor upfield. He may have a service in. Karim Najib making the run, not finding pay dirt. There will be an Esperion throw here in the 19th minute on the near side. Some Abdul Rahman is number 6 for Esperion. Thank you. This one sent down the line. Back in for Nasser in the direction of Gavarapu. No dice on the final ball. Yinz back in possession. Pagani will go back all the way to Ryan McMillan. Yinz will keep moving it around. Showing patience as they build up. Looks like Esperion content with waiting for the Pups to get into the midfield before they really apply the pressure. Patterson gives it back again. Now it's a good turn from Tello. Has Noriega. Pagani will send it back. There's Cherry for the Pups. Out to the far touchline. Now Patterson again. A lot of red shirts in front of Patterson. He'll have to come back all the way to the feet of Michael Cherry. Cherry wants to skip one line. We'll go to the far side. A lovely ball in from Nabil Odolate. Karim Najib turning, not quite able to get it past the final Esperion defender, and now Esperion will build from the back. Near side. Abdul Rahman sends it back in, and now over the top. Cherry first to it. Second ball falls kindly for Esperion. Here's the service. Cherry is there. Has to get it right away from Gavarapu. Back inside. Nasser has Gavarapu. Action in the corner. This one goes up and out for a goal kick for the Pups. Yinz United will make a sub. It's John Okafor stepping on for the Pups. Replacing Karim Najib. Dougherty also off, and D'Agostino will come on. Comes the switch here in the early parts of this game. Pups found the goal by way of Hamza Musfi, pressuring the goalkeeper and finding the goal. Otherwise, chances have come at a premium for both sides. There's Ethan Ryan McMillan sending it to the near touch. Now back into the feet of Noriega. Ball sent back. Bowley's leading Team United by a score of 1-0. Meanwhile, over in Dorados Grove, UPSL. 2-0 Grove is the scoreline. So back inside. Here's Nasser cutting through. Pratim Gavarapu deemed to be in an offside position, but a great ball through nonetheless, and it will be a set piece coming out for Yinz United. A little too direct on the straight run from Gavarapu. Now it's forward for the Pups. Opka for the intended target. Already gets the first head to it. Esperion will have a throw right at midfield. Good touch upfield by Nasser. Pups not so clinical with their first action. D'Agostino will send it out to Okafor now. D'Agostino certainly brought down. It's a foul and a card for the hard challenge. Going to Hossam Abdelrahman in the midfield. Now it's a set piece, a decision for Yinz United. Would like to keep this on the ground or just send it forward. Certainly they have a lot of players committed towards that 18. I think Cherry's going to put it on a line. Well sent across. Back post Pagani not far away. Goal kick to come, but I like the idea from the Pups. Almost executed to perfection. Meanwhile, Max Hernandez ready to step back on. Booted upfield. Well contested, but it will be a foul. Nasser, the man drawing the foul. It's a windy night here at Quantum Field in Tyson's Corner, Virginia. Esperion, Yinz United, American Premier League action. This one's booted forward by Esperion. Flicked on twice. Noriega's ball didn't get as far upfield as he would have liked. Abdelrahman sends it in. Now heavily contested ball up top. Mousfi still in the mix. Hamza Mousfi has won this one and drawn the foul in the process. And it's going to be a set piece for the benefit of Yinz United. Plenty of time and space for the Pups to work inside their own area. Esperion are holding a mid block and really keen on making the midfield difficult for the Pups to dominate. This is contested by Odolate. Will be a throw for Yinz United. Looks like we'll see another switch. On comes Kozlowski. Off comes maybe a little latte. Now into the box in the direction of Pagani. Certainly a physical challenge, but no foul called. And now Pratham Gavarapu sends it back to Nasser. Nasser with the ball through. Max Hernandez will give chase. Noriega with the timely challenge. Esperion could send this across. Back post comes the run of Nasser. Mike Cherry there to mop up. Now Okafor for the Pups. We'll send it back across. Lovely take from D'Agostino, taken down by Hernandez. No foul is called. Pups able to take matters into their own hands. Questionable moment, but onwards we play. Cherry out to Okafor. Okafor sends it into the feet of Hamza Musfi. There's going to be a foul against Musfi and the Pups. D'Agostino still pleading his case, has to be careful. No card, just a conversation. And onwards we play. Esperion FC standing over the ball. We'll boot this one directly upfield in the direction of Hernandez. Mike Cherry wins that battle. Now out wide, Okafor has an option back. Now it is Cherry. Langen sends it to the outside. Great ball over the top for Pagani. Zach Pagani back to Hamza Musfi. Has Okafor on the second ball. That's a hard challenge coming through, winning the ball. Pups don't have to wait long. They've won it back. Noriega sends Pagani to the corner. And now we'll give it back. Here's the early service across the 18. Not enough on that ball. Now Pagani. There's a booming ball forward from Dougherty. Noriega gets ahead to it. Goalkeeper able to hang on. Not enough pace from the header from Noriega, but certainly a well-worked sequence of attack. And now Esperion will send it all the way forward. Hernandez trying to make life difficult and has won a throw for his side here on the near touch. Meanwhile, Bowley's Team United knotted up at 1 apiece over in the 25th minute in that Super Soccer League contest. Noriega off, Patterson on, Tello on, and Najib on. Looks like Musfi Pagani also off with Noriega. And here we play. It's a missed pass by Esperion. Ball sent outside for Okafor. Now Patterson. Tello will send Langen down the far side. Is there a service from Dustin Langen? Well, there is, just outside of the range of Ferris Tello. A return pass outside. Esperion over the top. Pratham Gavarapu, the intended target. Well headed back to Ethan Rye McMillan. And here come the Pups. I'm going to create down this near side. Ball goes in, and Abdul Rahman able to send it forward. But no takers to be found for Esperion. Every sequence of play, but the Pups get their way through. There's Najib, blocked. Second ball, not a great service. Here comes Nasser from distance. Not a bad take from Nasser. Trying trying to catch Ethan Ryan McMillan off his line. Ryan McMillan had it read the whole way, and this was a ball that was always traveling over. Pups will, of course, play from the back here in the 33rd minute. Still holding the 1-goal advantage. Oh, that's a poor pass out from Cherry. Nasser still working. Pups have to be careful. It's sent across in the direction of Pratham. Second ball falls kindly for Esperion. It certainly would have been an offside. Yes, it is. An offside going against Nasser. The Pups breathe a huge sigh of release. Esperion have played well in this match and certainly keeping things tight. This one's sent across. Kozlowski gets first to it. Second one, towering strike out of the air on the volley. Sometimes those volleys can be extra tricky the way that they rise and then fall. If you can time it perfectly and get it right under the crossbar, could have given Ethan Ryan McMillan some fits, but I guess we'll never know. Ryan McMillan touching it upfield, well flicked on by Tello. Now forward. Najib taking off the ball. It was a well-won ball. Had to get ball. Pups win it right back. Here's D'Agostino. Flying challenges from Esperion. Patterson sends it forward. Now back. Just outside of the range of Nasser. Now it's Okafor for the Pups. Has Tello on the near touchline. Sends it top of the 18. Najib with the strike. Takes it on. What a save from the Esperion goalkeeper. Fingertips to this one just to keep Yinz from their second goal. And now a corner kick to come for the Yinz United Pups. Certainly an active sequence of play. Pups moving the ball really well. This is a great find from Tello. Najib struck it hard, struck it true. You want to hit those low. And it was a great save from the Esperion #1 to keep the Pups at bay. Now a set piece, a corner from this near side. Ferris Tello on the take. Some jostling off the ball. And some conversational words. There's the service from Tello. Back post. And it looks like this was whistled before it started. So we will play it again. Not sure what the disturbance was, but this is a better service. Well sent away. Doesn't beat the first man at the near post. Pratham Gavarapu kicks it forward. Now Pups. Okafor's there. Goalkeeper for Esperion off his line quickly. And just about 8 minutes left to go in the half. Esperion will send it forward. Remember, we started the clock just about a minute late, so I anticipate we're on to the 38th minute. Here's Gavarapu taking it down the line. Lovely service. Rollins is there. Rollins will play Patterson. Now back to Jack Rollins. Patterson, now Okafor. Pups moving this ball really well, but final pass let them down. And that will be a set piece for Yinz United Pups. It's limped upfield. Okafor flicks it on. And forward. This one sent towards Hernandez. Won't get there first. Now can the Pups play out? Patterson able to find daylight. Turns his upfield. Now Tello. There's Tello back to Patterson. Good one-touch passing, just a little off the mark for the Pups. On this small field, it's what it's going to take. Esperion will play quickly. Hernandez lumps it forward. It's good defending. Second ball falls for Pratham Gavarapu. Shot taken. And always traveling wide. It's going to be a goal kick for the Pups here in the 40th minute. Just about 5 minutes left to play. And Ethan Ryan McMillan will send this up the field. Booming kick. Bounces favorably for the Pups. Good step from Cherry. And will be fouled on his way through. Tello working against Esperion. Is a hard challenge. It's going to go the way of Yinz United Pups. D'Agostino, the aggrieved party. There's an early take from Yinz United. Squeaks through for Okafor. And golazo for Okafor. Yinz United acting quickly on this set piece. Taking it quickly, catching Esperion. 2-0 is your score. Great strength from Okafor to hold off the defender and then tuck it underneath the goalkeeper. Take a look at this replay. Really good vision from Patterson to quickly send this forward. And Okafor would not be denied from point-blank range. 2-0 for Yinz United here in the 41st or 42nd minute. Pratham Gavarapu goes down. It's Karim Najib, the guilty party. Now banged upfield by Gavarapu. This one sent inside for Esperion. Well read by Dustin Langen. Now back for Ryan McMillan. Oops. I've been in relative control of this game thus far and don't need to take any chances at the back. Najib forcing this one back. Gavarapu will go down the line. It's pinballing back and forth. Finally falls for Esperion. We'll go back to their goalkeeper. Oh, that's a bad pass out. Here comes Tello. Rounding one player. Can he get it back across? Okafor perhaps a little further forward than Tello would have liked. Now it's back. Esperion will go down the line. Sent towards Hernandez. Hernandez wants to play it quick. Nasser in the mix as well. Patterson will go back in order to go forward. Lovely touch from Okafor, looking for his colleague, not finding. Plenty of time for Esperion to collect their wits and try to figure out maybe one last attack, one final chance forward. This is sent towards the feet of Nasser. Back again. Nasser challenged hard, able to turn upfield. Still going is Nasser. Touches one towards Hernandez. Has Pratham Gavarapu. Gavarapu, that's a lovely take, just wide of the post. Take a look at this replay. A clever little outside of the boot flick from Pratham Gavarapu. Sails wide, and it is a goal kick for Ethan Ry McMillan. Sent on a line across the midfield and easily won by Esperion. Max Hernandez will challenge against Cherry. Now Nasser looking forward. Good win from Dustin Langen. And able to play it into a favorable area for the Pops. Josh Campbell says this Yinz scoreline is brought by Tony's Pizza. Tony's Pizza, is that the D'Agostino family? Am I not mistaken by that? I'm assuming that's the reference you're making, Mr. Campbell. This is going to be a foul going against the Pops. Perhaps the final chance of this first half as we head into the final moments here in stoppage. Comes the delivery, sent on a line, doesn't clear the first man. Now taken down well by Nasser. It's still in the mix. Whistle could go any moment now. But onwards we play. There is your halftime whistle. Yinz United Pups leading by a score of 2-0. First goal, Hamza Musfi. Second goal executed by John Okafor. Taking us into the halftime break. Thanks so much for joining us here on DMV Sports Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And, of course, check out the other matches we've got here on the night. Bowleys Athletic and Team United, also live on the channel. And the tail end of that Dorados Grove soccer match in the UPSL also reaching its conclusion. Feel free to check in on both of those during this halftime break, but we will see you back for the second half of this APL regular season match, Yinz United and Esperion, in a few minutes, live on the channel. See you there. Well, hello and welcome back. Second half is upon us here at Quantum Field, Tyson's Corner, Virginia. Esperion and Yinz United doing battle here in American Premier League regular season action. Yinz United found 2 goals to the good in the first half. First by way of Hamza Mousfi and second off the foot of John Okafor. In the second 45, we'll see what this match has in store. Yinz United will play left to right, wearing their yellow and black. Esperion with their red tops and white bottoms will play right to left. This one sent in. Ooh, that's a poor pass back from Patterson. And a chance for Esperion in the direction of Pratham Gavarapu. Second ball sent out and back. It's into the wide area for Esperion. We'll go back. That chance comes to nothing. Will be another Esperion throw down the line in the direction of Gavarapu. And it's still a chance for Esperion to get forward. This one's sent out. There's going to be a foul going against the Pups. Patterson can't believe it. And now a chance for Esperion to potentially dump one into the box. We saw a goalkeeping switch at the half for the Pups, and goals now is Andrew Hickman. This one sent low. First ball won by Patterson. Second one touched wide by Tello. Now Najib sends it forward. Good turn from Hamza Mousfi. Tello's there in support. Now Najib looking to the end line. Can he get it across? Yes, he can. Goalkeeper comes out, gets a piece. And it's partially cleared. Second ball taken down by Noriega. Excuse me, that's Kozlowski. And it is a foul. And a set piece for Yinz United Pups. In the other matches, Bowleys and Team United are locked up 1 apiece. This one sent back across by Pagani. And will trickle back to the waiting arms of the Esperion goalkeeper. And the Doratus still down 2-0 at the hands of Grove United over in that UPSL Premier match. This one touched upfield. Mousfi. Down the line from Kozlowski. Pups still looking for window. And now Pagani is fouled in the mix. It's a great chance for the Pups to send one towards the Esperion 18. Watch for Ferris Tello to deliver. Comes the ball in from Ferris Tello. Good delivery. First ball sent away. Smashed up and out. Gavarapu gets a touch to it. And easily won by Nasser. Esperion have to be careful. This will be a throw. Sent down the line, and we'll come back to the spot of the initial throw. Pups will recycle it. Well, sent upfield. There's a player off the ball. There's some extracurriculars and a fight ensues. Nasser and Kozlowski in the mix. Lots to sort out here. Cooler heads have prevailed for now. Certainly there's some extracurriculars to check on here. We'll come back and look at the replay. Both sides making their point heard. Let's take a look, see what transpired off the ball. Well, it looks like there might have been some unintentional collision, and then it was taken very much the wrong way. Oh, hard to tell if it's unintentional or not. Kozlowski sent off. Nasser gets the yellow card. So Pups will have to play down a man. And down to 10 men. Kozlowski sent off for this challenge. This could be a lifeline for Esperion back into the game. They've been up against it thus far. 2 goals at the deficit, and now have a man advantage for the final 38 minutes here. In any case, they'll have a set piece here and a good area. See what Esperion can make of this set piece. Sent low in the direction of Hickman's goal direct, but no dice on the take. Would have taken a Herculean effort. Pups will play from the back. Jack Rollins carrying forward out to Odolate. Doesn't get far. Turn up and out. And Pups will go forward. This is flicked on well by Hamza Musfi. Pagani in the mix. Canala is able to shield this one back to his goalkeeper. Now Pagani back again in Nabil Odolate. Pagani still in the mix. So sent down the line for Pagani. The return pass to Musfi. Just a hair's breadth behind. This one sent straight through the middle. Cherry touches it back for Hickman. Hickman's ball is a good one up top. Now Karim Najib able to find some space and work the seams. Najib will send an early ball in. Only partially cleared. Musfi is there and will force this one out over the far touchline for a Yinz United throw here in the 55th minute. Tello back to Noriega. Now back to the feet of Ferris Tello. Great ball in from Najib. Tello sends it across. Goalkeeper got a touch to it. Musfi on the shot. It's cleared away from the line. I think this was heading wide. Musfi sends the second one in. And it will be a corner kick for Yinz United Pups. Final touch coming off of a red shirt. This one's sent in. Noriega first to it. And again, it will be another corner kick for Yinz United. There's a delivery for Yinz United. Got players in the box. Sent back post. Pagani gets up, but cannot quite get his effort directed below the fray. That was a great effort in from Zach Pagani. Take another look here on the rebound. Replay, excuse me. Only inches above the top post. Oh, this is a poor goal kick out. Musfi, Pagani, and now over the end line. Still 1-1 over in that Boley's Athletic Team United match. The score and the deficit has increased to 3-0 for Grove over Dorados. And this one's still 2-0, although Yinz United have gone down to 10 players after receiving a red card for Kozlowski. And we'll have an interesting final 35 minutes or so. This one's banged up field. Najib wins the first ball. Here comes Esperion. Najib's first to it. Lovely skill from Abdul Rahman. Pups still trying to win it back. Here comes the slaloming run. Nasser tackled off the ball. Now Rollins looking upfield. We'll try the home run ball. Aliz is there, and we'll turn this back to his goalkeeper. I'll touch forward. Pagani gets a touch. Here's Noriega. Looking to switch the point of attack. Gavarapu the only recipient. And here come Esperion, trying to find their way into the game, and it won't be that easy. They look for the home run ball, a little too direct. Pups going back to Hickman. And forward, Noriega turns. No dice, no success to be found. Now ball knocked amongst the Esperion defenders, still looking for a way through. Still have 2 goals to make up. It's a lovely turn upfield. Ball sent into the corner. Adolati will see this over his end line for a goal kick. This one smashed upfield. Lovely control. Nasser scanning for options. Esperion will send it into the box. Is there a square ball? There is, but it's blocked by Mike Cherry. And now Esperion have a set piece in a good area. Comes the delivery. It's sent deep. Musfi touches it upfield. Now Pratim Gavarapu looking for the ball back in. Noriega sends it away partially out of the air. Goes a strike, and it will recycle back all the way into the Esperion back line. Served back across. Again, Rollins is there. It does feel Esperion are going to have a hard time breaking down this Yinz back line. That there's a handball going against Esperion, preventing anything further. And absolutely, Nasser has to be careful. He's on a yellow, has a lot of words, a lot of opinions, which is fine, but you better be careful when you're on a yellow card. You don't want to test the patience of the official. Not saying anything he's done thus far as far as the dissent has been worthy of a yellow, but these things do add up. This is heavily contested. Pagani sends it out wide. Here comes Ferratello. Elected not to send in the early ball, and Pups will just bring it back. Hasn't noticed a sharp drop in the level for the Yinz United Pups. Having dropped a man, they've really stepped up. Still created. Here's Pagani looking forward. Moosefeed wasn't ready for his run. This is well flicked forward. And over the top. Looks like the Pups will make a switch. Off comes Kareem Najib. Comes Dustin Langen. Ooh, no clearance to be found. Nasser sends it in, and it's blocked over the far touchline for a throw. Esperion will no doubt be looking for some type of service. It's sent towards the 18. Easy clearance initially by Cherry. There's a shot from distance. Well saved from Andrew Hickman. For a goalkeeper of Hickman's status, this is relatively straightforward save, but certainly one that he had to touch into safety. There's another save from Hickman. Pups will play from the back. Sent up. And it's turned over in the mix. Rollins will get it forward. Here comes Patterson to Pagani. Pagani taken down from behind. Onwards we play. Pups almost taking advantage. Moosefeed is there. And just sent away from Moosefeed in the nick of time. Noriega sends it back towards Patterson. And here comes Esperion. Sent low. Doesn't clear the Yinz back line. Down the line, Ferratello goes. This one sent in. Rahman sends it across. No recipients to be found. And Odolate will give it back to the feet of Jack Rollins. Noriega to Ferratello. Pops on the ball. There's the service. Final ball just about blocked by Esperion's back line. And Nasser will try an audacious ball over the top. Gavarapu Takes a knock on his way through. Esperion are irate, feeling that there was a foul preventing Pratham Gavarapu from getting in. Here comes Pagani running into the challenge. And there certainly will be some adjudication here. Take a look back at this contentious moment. It looks like the Esperion sideline going to get a bench. Excuse me, card. No card, actually. Just a conversation. Just a verbal warning. Hard to say intention, hard to say whether that constitutes a foul, but onwards we play. There's Pagani out to Rollins. Now Patterson. Good ball back inside. Noriega has space. And Moosefee will send it out. Pups still using time as their ally. They're down a man, but they have the 2 goals and don't really need to force this issue, and we'll send it back around. There's Noriega. Out to Moosefee. Now Langen. Back to Cherry, who comes under immediate pressure. Cherry needs to get rid of this. Has some help now from Rollins. Onwards we play. It's a goal kick to come. And now we're going to get a card for sure for someone. Coach Arfaradiam picking up the yellow card for dissent. Onwards we play. Will be a goal kick. Starting with the feet of Hickman. Here for the Yinz United Pups. Looks like the Pups looking to bring on some switches. As well as Esperion. Max Hernandez back on for Son Abdul Rahman. Meanwhile, Okafor and D'Agostino slated to come on. Maybe. D'Agostino just took his boot off, so I don't know that he'll be coming on right now. Hickman will smash this across midfield. Well flicked on by Noriega. Good challenge there from Cherry. Can Esperion bring this down to the ground? Yes, they can. Plenty of time for Esperion to still find something from this match, but have to find a way through this Yinz back line. It's been really tough thus far. There's a ball forward, taken out of the air. Odolate gets the second ball off the challenge. And no second guessing from Mike Cherry. Just puts his foot through that one, puts it all the way down the field for an Esperion throw on this near side. One banged towards the corner, just over Nasser. Second ball still in the mix. Here comes Patterson. Over to Pagani. Latte tackled. comes those subs, D'Agostino and Okafor. And it will be a throw for the Pups here on the near side. Patterson sends it back. Rollins looking down the line, doesn't quite find any space. But it will be another throw for the Pups. Inching their way upfield. There's Langen out wide to Tello. Just under 20 minutes left to play in this contest. Pups still leading by 2-0, although suffered a red card here in the second half, and now we'll play 10 aside for the remaining part of this match. Esperion have the man advantage. Can they make it count? Try to get some of these goals back. Here comes Odolate. Back out wide. Pups moving the ball well at the moment, but the challenge goes in, and it will be this time another Yinz throw. Looks like Doratis very close to falling 3-0 against Grove over in that UPSL contest. Meanwhile, in the Super Soccer League Division 1, Team United and Bowleys still locked up at 1 apiece, sharing points. Lovely turn in the middle from Hamza Musfi. Okafor sends it out wide. Is there a return pass across? This one's sent downfield. Cherry does enough. Of course, Esperion feeling that there was illegal means used by Cherry to bring down the Esperion man. Now it's sent over the top. Great ball for Tello. Sends it in early. And goalkeeper back to his line in the nick of time to deal with the would-be threat. Esperion taking their time. And now banging one into the corner. Dustin Langen has to give it back to his goalkeeper Hickman, who wastes no time sending it forward. Now it's sent towards Nasser. Nasser pulled up short, and looks like he may be a little shaken up on the play. Meanwhile, this one travels over the end line for a Pups goal kick. Hear it. Hickman's ball on a line, doesn't find what he would have liked. Almost a quick counterattack for the Esperion side, but quickly forward. Musfi touches it out to Tello. Here comes Tello, cutting back to the near side. Musfi now. Tello switch didn't yet any results. Esperion will take over. This is floated high and wide. Nasser looking for pay dirt. No space to be found on the wing. And it's right back to Yinz United. It's certainly a foul. Hamza Musfi, the guilty party. Pratam Gavarapu hitting the deck hard. It's smashed up field. Oh, great ball. Esperion couldn't quite take advantage quick enough, and now it's forward for the Pups. Tello. Oh, and Musfi has his pocket picked. Again, Esperion, no final pull of the trigger. And again, unable to find their way through. There's Nasser holding up play in the middle. Hernandez, likewise, still going. Max Hernandez pulled back by D'Agostino. And it is going to be a set piece in the middle for Esperion. It's a big moment. Just 15 minutes left to play. Esperion, each chance now worth its weight in gold. Time trickling down, and before you know it, the time expires. Esperion will be all too acutely aware of this. This is floated, but not enough pace on it, not enough distance. Mooseby gets it out wide to Tello. Here comes Ferris Tello down the line. Cuts back in. Return pass sent to the corner, and that is going to be a throw for Esperion. Looks like Kareem Najib back into the contest. Placing Ferris Tello. And we are back underway. Esperion on the ball. Building from the back. Try this near side. Pups is holding back the pressure, and it looks like it may net results. Here's Okafor. Back to Odolate. Pressure comes in. Good skill from Nabil Odolate. Still has work to do and has won a throw for his troubles. This one touched back across. Now long ball from Esperion. Rollins gets his head in there. And the foul will go Yinz United's way this time. Sent upfield. Taken out of the air. Well flicked on. Esperion still looking for a way forward. Kavarapu, clever little touch to get it off his feet in time. Nasser with the cutting ball through. Nothing to be found. And it's rinse repeat for Yinz United. There's Kavarapu, lots of time and space. Will work alongside Nasser in that midfield. Pagani wins it back from Nasser. Now D'Agostino going to cut it all the way back to Kareem Najib. Najib bouncing off challenges, puts it over to Okafor. Okafor still working, taken down, and now Esperion, is there a counterattack on? They have an overlapping run on that far side. It's brought back to the feet of Pratham Kavarapu. Now sent in, no chance. Hickman always favored for that ball. This is Nabil Odolate serving it in. D'Agostino taken down by Hernandez. And again, all the way back to Andrew Hickman's hands. Hickman will send a low ball in the direction of Kareem Najib. Lovely connection between those two. Final pass, slightly errant. And we're into the final 10 minutes here of this APL coverage. Yinz United looking strong, still holding on to their 2-goal advantage despite going down a man. Will be tested in these final 10 minutes. This one all the way back to the hands of Hickman. Booming kick upfield. Now Langen sends it forward for Karim Najib. Najib cuts back in. Can he find it himself? We'll send it over in the direction of Okafor. Najib goes down off the ball. There's a late challenge that came in there, and take a look back at this replay. Not a lot there. Certainly a late challenge. It's a chance for Yinz United to potentially touch one onto goal from this range in a central area. We'll see how they approach this. Possession just as valuable right now for the Pups, who still have the 2-goal advantage. Time trickling down, and a 1-man deficit, playing with just the 10 men. Patterson and Lorenzo D'Agostino standing over the ball. Patterson will hit it into the wall. Now it's Zach Pagani. Pagani sends it across the face. Well defended initially. Pups still looking for a service. And we'll send it back beside. Still in the mix. Golasso for Karim Najib. Opportunistic striker's goal. Karim Najib doing really well to follow up once this ball hit the ground. And it is 3-0 for Yinz United here into the final 10 minutes, all but sealing the deal. Let's watch this ball in. Najib and Jack Rawlins contested, but the second ball, Karim Najib just too quick and has netted Yinz United Pups a third here in the 84th minute. Just about 6 minutes of play left. See what the Esperion have left in store. Sent down the line for Hernandez. Good turn from Max Hernandez. But Rollins came to the rescue, helping out Mike Cherry, who did really well to restrict the run of Max Hernandez. This one trickles through. Flag stays down. Final chance. And what a save for the Pups. Huge stop made by Andrew Hickman. Another stop. No rest for the wicked. Esperion will quickly send it in all the way back. Shot blocked. I'll take it out of the air, and it's always a volley traveling up and over goal. From a deep range by Max Hernandez. Take a look at this lightning strike, how this ball traveled in. It almost hit pay dirt for Esperion, for the cap-like reflexes of Andrew Hickman. We're on to the 85th minute now. This one's sent upfield. And forward. Now Pagani. Oh, lovely skill from Pagani. Almost able to engineer a nutmeg into a goal, but Esperion found the defending they needed. Here comes Pratham Gavarapu sending it through into the corner. Lovely skill, but Jack Rollins able to stay step for step with the Esperion attack. The outlet pass goes to Kareem Najib, who will take some pace out of this one. Now Okafor has found a little seam to work into. And Pups plenty of time to show their patience. As time ticks down. So sent in the direction of Okafor. Now Pagani back across the field. Lovely connection. And D'Agostino takes his time with the ball. And not quite the connection Pups had in mind. D'Agostino's ball well behind Okafor. Now Esperion onto the front foot. Here's Nasser. Bringing his teammate in. Cherry did enough. And it will be a goal kick for Yinz United. Looks like it's time for Najib all the way upfield. No recipients to be found, but perhaps Najib just wanted to get a little bit of breathing room. Here comes Pratham Gavarapu inside. Has options. Esperion will take a shot from distance. What a save from Andrew Hickman. What a strike. This was a dipping ball from distance. A lot of pace on it. Hickman had to come up big. And now Pups able to send this one forward just to get a little breathing room. Esperion still on the front foot. Here comes Gavarapu. Good turn from Hernandez. Takes the shot on. Block is made, and now Pups send it upfield. Esperion still knocking at the door in the final stages here. Can they get one back? Make this interesting. There's Gavarapu. A lot of bodies at the top of this 18. This one sent forward, and Okafor has lots of space to go into. Will he go at goal or will he take it to the corner? Okafor looking for goal. We'll send it in. Golazo for John Okafor. A fourth for Yinz United. Certainly the nail on top of the nail in the coffin. And the veteran striker getting it done here still for the Yinz United Pups. With a lovely left-footed strike up into the upper corner. And that is certainly all she wrote here for this APL match. Valiant efforts from Esperion, but they are certainly done and dusted now. 4-0, 4 goals to the good for Yinz United. Hickman and Ethan Ryan McMillan combining for what potentially could be a clean sheet. We still have a couple minutes potential stoppage to go. This one sent forward. Hard challenge going against D'Agostino and Pups. Esperion will have a set piece. They'll put it on the ground. There's a deep look. Instead, Esperion will hold it on the ground. Forward And again, taken from Reigns. This one not on target, and that could be, potentiality. The final whistle. We'll see how much stoppage we have. But it's been a lovely evening. Thanks so much for joining us here on DMV Sports Media for all of our contests live on the channel. If you still have a fix, go tune in for the end of Bowley's Athletic Team United. At last check, it was a 1-1 game there in that Super Soccer League Division I contest up in Baltimore. And that is the final whistle. The Yinz United hang on to the 4-0 victory in spite of going down a man here in the second half. Tough result for Esperion. They can hold their heads held high into the next one. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the midweek, Wednesday, Thursday, for lots of Super Soccer League Virginia action, and then next weekend, UPSL, Super League, and of course, American Premier League action live on the channel. And soon enough, we'll have the return of the U.S. Open Cup qualifiers live on the channel. Looking forward to seeing you there. Have a good night.